She looked successful. A high-paying job, a stylish apartment, dinners in fancy restaurants, vacations that filled her social media with envy. From the outside, she seemed to have it all. But behind the polished image, there was a truth she couldn't escape. She was rich, but always broke. Every paycheck arrived with promise, and every paycheck disappeared with speed. Bills, credit cards, impulsive shopping. She told herself she deserved it, that money was meant to be enjoyed. Yet at night, lying awake in her luxurious bed, she felt the weight of anxiety pressing down on her chest. Have you ever felt that paradox, earning well, yet never feeling secure? That was her reality. She avoided her bank account like a shadow. Numbers terrified her. She feared the truth. Despite her income, she had no savings, no investments, no plan. She lived in constant fear of losing her job, of facing an emergency, of waking up one day with nothing. Her wealth was an illusion, built on fragile ground. One evening, after a shopping spree that maxed out her credit card, she sat on the floor, surrounded by bags. The thrill of buying had already faded, replaced by guilt. Tears filled her eyes. She whispered, "Why do I keep doing this? Why am I trapped in this cycle?" That moment of despair became the beginning of her awakening. Scrolling through her phone, she stumbled upon a phrase that pierced her soul. True wealth is not about how much you earn, but how you think about money. She froze. Could it be that her problem wasn't income, but mindset? She began to reflect. She realized she had been raised with beliefs that money was meant to be spent, that saving was pointless, that investing was risky. Every decision she made was driven by fear and anxiety. She wasn't managing money was managing her. But what happened next will surprise you. Instead of ignoring her fear, she decided to face it. She started small, writing down expenses, tracking habits, confronting the uncomfortable truth of her financial reality. At first, it was painful. She felt exposed, vulnerable. But slowly, she began to see patterns. She noticed how anxiety pushed her to spend, how fear kept her from planning, how insecurity sabotaged her future. She asked herself, do I want to keep living rich but broke, or do I want to build real wealth? That question became her turning point. She began to change her beliefs. She replaced "I deserve to spend" with "I deserve security." She replaced "I'll never understand investing" with "I can learn." She replaced "money is stressful" with "money is a tool." Each shift was small, but together they created momentum. She started saving, even if just a little. She built an emergency fund. She read about investments, spoke with mentors, learned about compound growth. She discovered that wealth wasn't about luxury, it was about freedom. But transformation is never smooth. One day, her company announced restructuring. Anxiety returned, whispering that she would lose everything. For a moment, she panicked. But then she remembered, your beliefs shape your reality. She asked herself, do I believe I am a victim, or do I believe I am capable of creating security? That question anchored her. She adapted. She diversified her income, started a side project, built new skills. Slowly, her financial anxiety began to fade. She realized that money wasn't her enemy, it was her ally, if she learned to manage it. Years later, she looked back at the woman who cried on the floor surrounded by shopping bags. That version of herself was trapped by fear. The new version was free, confident, secure. She wasn't just rich, she was wealthy. And her story is not unique. Haven't we all felt that tension? Earning, but never saving. Spending to escape anxiety. Fearing the future instead of preparing for it? Her journey is ours. Her doubts mirror our own. There is something powerful that helped her make this shift. But that, I will tell you at the end of the video. She closes her eyes sometimes and remembers the sleepless nights, the guilt after spending, the fear of checking her account. And then she opens her eyes to the present. Stability, freedom, peace of mind. Her story is proof that true wealth begins in the mind, not in the paycheck. And now it's your turn. If you want to explore the same path she walked, the same ideas that transformed her life, the guide is there for you too. How to develop a millionaire mindset. The link is in the description and in the comments. Not a promise, not a trick, just a doorway. The choice to step through is yours. True freedom begins in the mind and only then appears in life.